Yo, what's going on out there in them digital streets? This your player partner Watt checking in, and this is the Dropbox, and let's get into it. Yeah, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into this topic. Yeah, man. So Kanye West new album Donda dropped today. It's on our streaming platforms, and I want to talk about two things today. I want to talk about just a brief overview of the album itself, some of the critiques and criticisms of it, and I also want to talk about this ongoing feud because Drake's Certified Lover Boy is expected to drop September the 3rd. So we should be in for a treat as the war of the albums begin once again. Yeah, so let's jump into this album. The Donda album, if you like Pablo, you'll like this album. The sonic landscape is Kanye-esque, which is always a good thing. You know, beats are very just catchy. You know what I'm saying? It's ear candy. A lot of the features came through on this one too. Yeah. Big ups to all the features came through. I know The Weeknd came through on that hook, man, and killed it. And just the baby, Lil Baby, it was a lot of other features on there too. They just really, they really showed up and put on a solid performance on the album. That's the things that I liked about the album. Let me tell you what I didn't like about the album. The first thing I didn't like about the album is 27 tracks, man. We live in a day and age now where the consumer is able to just pick and choose what songs they like. So when you present a body of work, I think that it's very important to put your best foot forward or have just a collective of great songs. Albums are meant to be experienced, so to speak. And when someone completes an album and it's 27 tracks and they give this to the world, it just feels like a money grab to me. The only album ever with that many tracks or close to it that I think that everybody actually enjoyed was Outkast, Speaker Box, and Lil Below. Double albums are really not and I would say like UGK Underground Kings, probably, yeah, but they could even condense that into one album. And I'm just kind of going off on a tangent, so let me get back on track. But yeah, the just too many songs for me. It's one where you kind of get through it and you feel so fatigued after the listen that you're like, shit, I can't even really go back to it. Let me just find the songs I like and throw them in a playlist. And if that's the plan, then good plan. But another problem that I have with this album that I think a lot of people notice and that you'll see a lot of gripes with is that this album lacks substance. And I say that in comparison to, his previous projects, whether you're looking at Graduation or Late Registration or, 808s and Heartbreak. Like, he has a collection of, like, great albums in that sense, where these albums, they have these big hits, but there's also something more there. Even when you look at some of the hits he has, like when you look at songs like All Falls Down and Jesus Walks, those are just some of the ones where it's more to it than just it being a hit song. There's actually substance there. And I think that if you look at Life of Pablo, it started then. It was just songs that really didn't have substance. These songs aren't interesting. They aren't grabbing the audience. And I think that what we're experiencing as the audience is what I like to call the Apollo effect. What's the Apollo effect, you ask? The Apollo effect was essentially like, there used to be this show, right, called Showtime at the Apollo. And these people would come on just kind of like America's Got Talent, right? So people would come out and they would perform. And for the people that would like do their original songs or raps, if they weren't extremely talented, they would get booed off the stage. But there was something also unique happening at that time, because no matter what you did, if you did a gospel song, they would let you finish the song. You wouldn't hear any boos. And it doesn't matter. You could have been a terrible singer, and you would still not get a single boo. And I think that's what's happening right now, is that because of the fact that these are considered gospel albums, we can't critique them. Well, they can't critique them. And yeah, so that's my thought on the new Donda album. I don't think it's gonna be something people go back and listen to a lot. I think people will pick the songs that they like, whether it be for just the instrumentation or the feature or someone on the hook or whatever the case. But I don't think that people are really going to um, hold tight to this album or come back to revisit it at a later time. Also, Drake is dropping Certified Lover Boy. In case y'all didn't know, Kanye drops he dropped Drake address in like a group chat, and yeah, so these niggas got a weird ass relationship going on. I mean, first of all, y'all niggas too old to be beefing like this. Somebody grab a gun, like for real. But yeah, so Drake is you know, the speculations on the release date is September the 3rd. So I don't know, man. Just keep an eye out for it. I'm gonna come back and give a review on that. What I'm really looking forward to is the new Kendrick album. He's been very quiet. He hasn't really talked about it at all. So that's gonna be something. I think that out of all the things that are dropping, I think Kendrick is going to top them all. But that's just my opinion. What say you? Did you like the Donda album? Don't you like it? Is my critique spot on, or is it off in the woods? I don't know. But what I do know is y'all need to come kick it with your tribe in the comment section below. And on that note, I'm out the box with it. Do you hear me?